It has been a while since I performed. It's been a long time, and I wasn't sure what to wear tonight. I could not figure it out. What do you wear? I didn't want people to laugh at me. I mean, I do want people to laugh at me, but not my style. My Target meets whatever's on clearance at Banana Republic style. So I guess I spun the wheel of outfits, and I came up with the middle school history teacher. It's got to be middle school, too. It's got to be middle school because once my students get to 9th grade, they're like, Mr. Turner, you know, in hindsight, was kind of a nerd. It's true. It's true. Poor Mr. Turner walking around the middle school halls searching for the popularity he never had as a child. Poor Mr. Turner wearing his Doctor Who shoes. Students don't even watch Doctor Who. That's a shame. So, I'm married. You all know that. And my wife wasn't feeling well yesterday. And I said, honey, what is it? She said, I've got a headache. I said, really? Another headache? She said, no, this is the same headache. I woke up with it yesterday. I went to the football game with it. I went to bed with it. I woke up with it today. I've had it all around the house today. And I'm thinking, am I the headache? I'm thinking probably the headache. We're 32, no kids. Again, you all know that. But we're at that age where everyone we know is pregnant. Everyone we know is pregnant or just had a kid, and we're thrilled for them, of course. But it's all around us. We can't escape it. I saw a woman. Why do people think that we're close enough that I want to feel your womb, feel the kicks? Anyway, so this woman said, Turner, feel the kicks. And I touched her womb. Is that what you call it? And I felt 2 kicks. One really firm, strong kick, and one much fainter, weaker kick. And this is how dumb I am. Because for a second I was like, is the baby pregnant too? We're way behind. The pressure comes all around us. Our dog will look at us like, no, I don't want to go for a walk. Bring me a brother. I don't want to snuggle. You guys snuggle. And my parents are trying to be cool about it, but you know, they're feeling the edge too. I play Words with Friends with my mom because that's where our relationship is right now. I played the word grand, and I felt really good. And she played the word babies. I was like, Mom, you can't use a blank and make it a question mark. Come on. So that's stressing us out a little bit. A friend of mine said, you're all here. What I just said. A friend of mine named Ed said, Turner, go get a massage. You know he doesn't talk like that, but I'm not going to try to do a Scottish accent. He said, Turner, go get a massage. You'll get totally relaxed. The best experience you can have in your life. Totally relaxed. Go get a massage. So I went to get a massage. It was not relaxing in the least. It started off pretty good. She dimmed the lights. She said, you just get down to what you're comfortable with. And I did. I got on the table, the soothing music, but she kept talking. The therapist kept talking. She would say things like, please leave the towel on. And, so I did. And she said, you know what, I'm going to do all the touching, okay? So, I had to get out of there. Been hitting at the gym? Anybody here go to the gym? All right, let's make a rule. No talking at the gym. Let's not talk to each other at the gym. Let's not look at each other at the gym. Let's just go do our workouts. I don't care that you're watching Grey's Anatomy on your iPad on the treadmill. You don't need to know that I'm listening to show tunes and doing squats. Let's just keep it that way, all right? Because on the outside, I look like I'm pumping sweet iron, and I am. But on the inside, you know, you're never fully dressed without a smile. That's what motivates me, okay? So let's not talk. A guy broke my rule in the locker room. He came up to me, put me in an awkward position. Not that kind of awkward position. Not like in the sauna awkward position. But he said, hey man, saw you doing lunges. You did? Why did you take notice of that at all? I said, yeah, I saw you doing lunges. Man, I miss doing lunges. What are we talking about? He said, yeah, bad knees. All right. Well, I'm not showing off, like, in front of him. But I realized I needed to end this conversation, one. And the other thing was, the only way I'm going to end this conversation is if I say something much creepier than what he said to me and make him be the one to step away. So I said, all right, fella, next time I do lunges, I'll think of you. That worked. That worked. That ended the conversation. That ended the conversation completely. Sometimes I'll say the wrong thing and don't even mean to. I'm a little bit overly dramatic at times. And my wife and I went to the beach this summer for the last time. You know, that last trip to the beach, that last outing on the sand. And you know, everybody does this. I'm just going to get my feet wet one more time before we leave, and then we'll get in the car and go home. So I frolic out into the ocean. I get my feet wet. I turn around. Now I'm in the ocean. I turn around, I close my eyes, and I say, "This is the end of all that is good." Opened my eyes, and I had not seen a lesbian couple walking. So our eyes met for just a split second, and I just sunk down into the water, and I found out how long I can hold my breath. I didn't stop myself because for a split second I wanted to sprint out of the ocean Baywatch style and say, no, I support your love. But I just sunk back down, gathered myself, and held my breath for 6 minutes. So, state fair's going on. Yeah. Isn't that just the best of North Carolina? I haven't been this year. How's the crappy children's art building? That's still going? The noodles? How's the macaroni art this year? Pretty good? Here's what I don't get about the state fair. So they have all this food. Every year it's like, what is the best deep fried whatever? Deep fried Snicker bar over here, deep fryer over here. Yet they have a whole building called Goodness Grows in North Carolina with the most beautiful apples and tomatoes and everything that grows in North Carolina. Don't touch those, please. Don't touch those. Just enjoy your candy corn or whatever. I mean, you can picture people like, so that's what an apple looks like, sans caramel. I don't know why that guy uses the word sans. But he does. Just go with me there. They have exhibits, great exhibits, at the fair. We went last year, that was enough. And there were people lined up around a building to milk a cow. We have working farms in North Carolina. We can do that there. I saw a man and woman in line. The woman was like, "Come on, Hank. We got a cow at home." And he goes, "Not that cow." This year, that was so popular. This year, I haven't been there, but I heard the News and Observer opened up a booth similar to that one, where you can just beat a dead horse all you want. Yeah. Take that. Oh man. Concerts at the fair? Anybody seen a concert at the fair? I remember seeing Ronnie Millsap. Alan Jackson, all right. This year, you know what the most expensive concert ticket is this year? Scotty McCreery, you got it. Now look, if you want to spend $25 on Scotty McCreery tickets, please help yourself. But doesn't everybody have a cousin that can do a pretty good karaoke version of Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy? Save your money. I like Scotty, actually. I like Scotty a lot. Not his music, but I'll tell you why I like Scotty. Because I like just like his belief system. I heard him on the radio talking about Bojangles. And he said, this told me a lot about him. He said, I love Bojangles chicken. It's just got that perfect amount of something. Seasoning, I guess. Now, first I thought that was pretty stupid. But then I realized, this is a guy who just likes the simple things in life. I can just imagine Scotty, he's just satisfied with the most general things. What do you guys want for dinner? Food? Well, all right. You guys got any ideas for the new album? Songs? Terrific! So I like Scotty. Anyway, all right. Last thing, we live in Durham again, you all know that. When we first moved to Durham, we did not get a nice warm welcome. I met a woman who was a Durham native, and I said, oh, we just moved to Durham. She said, where do you live? He said, over near South Point Mall. And she said, ugh, I consider that the cancer of Durham. No one wants to be told that they live in a cancer. So I said, well, we've never been robbed. And she said, well, me either. Now, 6 years later, after having lived in Durham, I think I had that conversation a little bit differently. Same, consider that the cancer of Durham. No one wants to live in cancer. I would say, well, never been stabbed. Note the difference. And she'd say, me either. And then I'd stab her. I'd say, well, now you have. I told you it was dangerous. Hey, thanks for coming out, you guys.